3, 2, 1, go. I will lunge 500 miles. You'll be split into 2 sub-teams. Sub-team will work for 2 minutes before alternating with the other sub-team. The open category will complete 9 synchro dual kettlebell or dumbbell deadlifts. They'll then move on to 7 synchro box jump overs. Once they have finished their box overs, they will then share 3 reps of wall walks. Once they've completed their wall walks, they will then move on to 1 rope climb between the pair. Once they've completed their set of 9 deadlifts, 7 box overs, 3 wall walks and 1 rope climb, they will cover as much distance as possible in the remaining time of plate overhead walking lunges. Once the timer hits 2 minutes, they will leave their plates on the floor where they lunge to, ready for the next pair to continue lunging after they've completed their working set. In the social category, they will start with 9 synchro single kettlebell deadlifts before moving on to 7 sync box step overs. After their box step overs, they will then share 3 wall walks, but we only need to walk halfway. On the day there will be a clear and obvious line for both hands to touch. After your wall walks, we will then do 2 reps of jumping rope pull-ups. This can be performed by one athlete or shared between the 2. Once they finish that set, they will pick up the plates and cover as much distance as possible with a walking lunge, holding the plate however they wish. Your score is the total distance covered by walking lunges at the end of the time count. Okay, here we have some movement standards. So your synchronized deadlift, both kettlebells need to touch the floor and one head of each dumbbell must touch the floor. In the top position, we want fully open hips. What you don't want to see is that your hips aren't open at the top position. We must make sure we stand up at the same time and like these two. Same standards apply for the single kettlebell deadlifts. The kettlebell must touch the floor each time. Up next we have the box over, so it must be a 2-footed takeoff. Both feet must land on the box at the same time, and then both feet must be on the floor at the same time on the other side of the box. Here we have an example of bad reps, clearly not on the box at the same time, neither on the floor on the other side of the box at the same time. The social category we're doing box step overs, so both feet need to be in contact with the box at the same time with each other, and they must be on the floor on the opposite sides at the same time. Here we have some bad examples, no reps, only 1 foot touching the box, and they're clearly not in time. Okay, the wall walk, so both feet must be on the wall before you move your hands from the start position. The open category will walk their hands back into the hip of tape, which is right next to the wall. They need to walk their hands all the way to the start position before either foot can touch the ground. The social category will have the same movement, however they will only walk halfway towards the wall, which will be clearly marked out with tape on the day of competition. Okay, for the jumping rope pull-up, hands must be on the rope above the head. We'll then squat down to arms are fully extended, and we're going to pull up and jump until our hand meets our chest. For your rope climbs, you're allowed to jump before you have your first pull on the rope. You need to make sure we transition to the top of the rope and touch the rig at the top. You can also perform your rope climbs without using your legs. For your overhead walking lunges, the plate must be clearly above their head, your knee must touch the ground at the same time as your partner, and you must stand tall at the same time as your partner. In the social category, the movement standards are exactly the same, but you can hold the plate however you'd like.